Hi everyone, welcome back to Nettie's Down Under. What a lucky girl I am today. I was given some beautiful flowers by a lovely lady in my township named Elsie. This is one of her beautiful flowers. This is another one of her beautiful flowers. Oh, look at this gorgeous one. This is another one of her beautiful flowers. Isn't that beautiful? Rightio, so there's that one. Where's the other? There's another one here. Isn't that gorgeous? That's a beautiful red one. I'll show you some more beautiful ones. This is beautiful, this colour. This is gorgeous. Isn't that a stunning colour? I love that one. I'll bring it down a bit more. I love how it's like a ball and especially the yellow bit in the middle. That's beautiful. I'll show you another pretty one. This one here. So let me take this off for a minute. Isn't it stunning? That's gorgeous. She gave me some of her bulbs as well. I've got them all in the garden. And I asked Elsie, I said, what colour is my one's going to turn out like? And she said, this colour. But they're not going to be ready until next year. And then as I was taking some photos of her flowers, right, she spotted this one. Look how big this is. Isn't that enormous? That's gorgeous. There are so many different variety of colours. So what I decided to do is I'm going to make a flower arrangement. I'm not perfect at it. I'm just going to try and remember how I did it with my course. So first of all, I have to get a block. I pre-soaked it, I measured it, and I cutted it. All right, so that's ready to go. Next thing I need to do is I've got some cuttings out of the garden. Some greeneries, some different kinds. And I've got some of these as well. Just so what I need to do first of all is the handy clippers. Is I need to strip back this is from memory from my course I did last year, is strip back some of them. Now when you strip back, you need to make sure that these parts are taken off. I'll give you a quick what I mean by strip back. So when you're making a flower arrangement, see how you've got all those ends? So what you do is you just pull them off. And by pulling them off, it gives you this part. And what happens is that part, depending on how big you want it, how high you like your flower arrangement, you can have it either high or short. I'm going to go high. And then we just poke it through the floral foam as deep as you want. And it's up to you if you want to go high or low. Now, the thing is really helpful to have, if you have it, there's a special kind of tape you can put around it, and it makes it nice and straight, or a bit of wire. A bit of wire can go around it too, floral wire, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to let it poke all over the place. So I'm going to have one. This is another tall one, but I'm going to make sure I strip that one back as well. So the more you strip it down, the better it can be. So what I'm going to do, because this one is too tall for this one, so I'm just going to cut it back with my handy clippers, just on an angle, because it just keeps a little bit moist. So I'm going to just strip it back down a bit more, and then I'm just going to pop it just next to it. Push it down. So what I've done, I'll turn around and I'll show you, is I've got one medium, one tall. Then I'm going to go another medium, so I'll strip you down a bit. And I'm just going to make this one a bit shorter on an angle again. So that's nice and short. Okay, it's nice and short. It's got a bit of a funny shape because they're just straight off the bush here out the front. Then the other bush I did find was this. I don't know what it's called, but see these parts here? Yeah, I'm just going to rip it off. Rip it off. And then I'm just going to put around one here. And then I'm going to grab another piece of it. Yeah, that one looks good. Just going to cut just to about there. Now just remember folks, I'm not a professional florist. I'm just your amateur. I don't do this for a living at all. I go and learn these courses and see if I can do things better. So I'm just going to pop that one on this side like that. So that's a touch of greenery. Now, as from memory, I was told 3 or 2 of the different same colour, 3 of one colour, 3 or 2 colour, or go 4-1, 4-1, something like that. I'm trying to go by memory. So what I'm going to do is that the green needs to have a different kind of colour to go with it. I can either go higher in the flower or lower in the flower and find a way how to blend it in to the bottom. So what I'm going to try to do is just remember folks, I'm not a professional, I'm just an amateur. So try to do this again, angle, clip, in. So even though, push down. Now I've got another something like that again. What colour was that? Like a deep red. So I'm just going to go something different. Whoopsie. Okay, I've got a pink caught amongst it. I don't want that there. Good. So see how you got a split? See this part here? I'm going to just take that off like that. And what I'm going to hope to try to do is I'm going to put them into a bit of glass of water. And I'm going to see if I can reroot it or not. So what I'm going to do, because this is a bit of greenery as well, I'm going to cut it down a bit more on an angle. Now just remember guys, I'm just an amateur, I'm not a professional. Okay, let's put that one there like that. Just bring it up a bit. Just to give that a nice little arrangement again. So this is where I do things. I'm a bit different. I always have been. I love my colour purple. So I'm trying to make sure that colours look good with the colours. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to find a big one of those ones again. So I've got a tall one. So if I wanted to, I can actually pop that tall one into the centre. Now, I didn't cut it or anything, but I think I'm going to because it is a bit too big and it's a bit too big up here as well, and it's just over the greenery. So I'm just going to cut, I think about that much. But I still cut it on the angle though because I wanted to make sure that that pointed part goes into that foam. Okay, let's give this a go. Rightio. Oopsie. The only problem when you're doing flower arrangements like this is the hole in the foam. You can't replace the same flower back in the hole of the foam because what happens is it just doesn't keep the flowers nice and smuggled and tight. So there's that. Now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to have to lift it up again to show you. So I've got like 3 big ones, one big one here, medium to small. So now what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to tuck this size in next, and then I'm going to go try down to the bottom. So let's keep on going with the same colour, but something a little bit more in a brighter. Oopsie. Oh, look at this. I've got a beautiful one here. Look at that. That's just sensational. Let's just strip it back again. and then measure it. See what you can do. I'm going to take it off again a fraction more off. And I'm just going to pop it down a little bit more lower. Like that. Then I'm going to grab another one of those. Yep, oh yep, I've got the same colour here again. But it's a little bit more thicker in the stem. But the beauty thing is though, right, see there's another flower. So that's going to be really handy. So let's strip her up again. Cut her back on an angle. And then I'm going to bring it around this side a bit. Pop it into the foam base. Now if you may notice, I've done it again. I'll show what I mean. One big one, one small one. Let's find another nice big one here. Strip, strip, and let's go that side again. If you don't want, you don't need to really push the whole thing down. You need to cut the corner. Better. Take it off. And I'm not going to go too far down into it because I'm trying to keep that thing going of 3, 3, and 3. But what I'm going to do now with the bottom part is there's a little trick to it. A lot of people don't realise what a lot of florists do. And I've learnt this one. See how we got our little flower, little buds? Take them off. And let's just, oh, that won't work. Let's try another one. Here we go. A little bit of this. And you just stick it into the bottom. I'll show you in a tick what I mean. And it's called filling the gap. Let's see, I remember which one I was. This one here. I'll use a bit of this too. Just a different variety. So all I'm doing is just filling in the gap. I'll keep going. I filled that one in. Is there any more? No, that won't work. Need to find another bit of another. Your nose do get a bit itchy when you're playing with flowers. Here we go. I've got another piece, little piece here I can use. I'll just cut it off. Just be careful if you're using things like this or scissors that you don't get it next to your fingers. If you're going to do a bit of flower arrangement, make sure you've got your feet covered. It's just in case you drop your scissors or something on your little toes. You don't want to hurt yourself or anything. I'm not trying to remember which one it was. It might have been one of these I used. So I'm just going to find something else I can use. Might have been a bit of the other branch, eh? Or one branch. So this is the best thing about doing floral arrangements is you could do whatever you like, and then they turn out just as beautiful. There we go. Now I was taught less is more, and that's what I've just done. So this is my flower arrangement. So there's a touch of green there, but what I'm going to do, I might just stick something in the middle here. I might actually put a little bit of a white one there, just to give it a bit of character. Yeah, I found one. Here we go. I'll just cut it off here. And what I'll do, just to give a bit of nice little touch at the front. I'll go one there. And I'll grab this white one. See this beautiful white one. And I'll just pop it in the front there. It just gives it a beautiful touch. It's a bit big, but who's going to notice it except for yourself? And you're the one is going to look very, very happy with your own personal little arrangements because you're the one who created it. Nobody else didn't. So it's going to put a bit of greenery there. And And a little bit of touch of greenery. But this will do. Might just pop it in the middle, just to give it a bit of nice little arrangement. Let me pop it through into the foam. Oh, no, that just broke off. Let's try again. That's better, Nettie. Now, I haven't done a floral arrangement for ages, but I'm quite happy with this one. A big achievement. How's that, folks? What do you think of that? Now, you just have to remember, use your imagination when you're doing arrangements. And when you do that, this is the type of thing you can come out with. Now, the other one that I can do, I'll just pop that there for a minute. You can do flower arrangements in anything. I've just got a pot here. And what I'm going to do, and this is something else I was taught by my teacher. What she did, she got us a piece of plastic. She shoved it into the middle. And then we got our floral foam here. Let's make sure it's the right measurements first. Yep, that will fit there nicely. Don't want it too big or too thick. I'll just cut a piece. Beautiful. Now, the only thing I didn't do, I didn't soak the floral foam all the way through. I'll show you what I mean. See how it looks dry there, damp there. I'm just going to wet it a bit. So that gives that bit of a touch. Now, I'll just raise it up a bit so you can see. So, because it's dripping, now I'll just find a way how to fit it properly. Might need a bit more of a cut through into a square. Now, I've got the perfect size square I was looking for. Yep. I'll show you what I mean. See how it's just a little one, okay? So that's perfect size squares for that. We'll put that there. But this time I'm not going to put any greenery with it. I'm just going to try to make it into a pretty flower one. So here we go. So is this called stripping, remember? We're stripping. And then we will cut. Remember how I showed you before like this? Oops. On the side. So when we're cutting it on the side, see how it gives that little point? I'll just give you a little bit more demonstration there. That helps to go into the foam. So we'll put that one into that foam there. Now you just have to remember, okay folks, it's actually a pot. So we really have to make sure that this floral arrangement can make the pot look full. Now just remember, I'm only an amateur. I'm no professional at this. So we'll try a different way of doing it. We'll go, instead of going 3, 3, 3, I'll try to go either 4, 4, 4, 3. We'll see how we go. There goes another one into there. Here goes another beautiful one. Let's find another gorgeous one. No, hang on. Let's go another beautiful red one, folks. Oh, gorgeous. Let's strip that one down. Now remember, angle again. Beautiful. So this one, I'm going to put it into the back because it's got the bit of the flower stuff, greenery all over it. And I'm going to try and put it straight into the middle. See what happens, eh? So, if I was at my course, what I learned, my teacher would have said to me, oh, let's try to do this and do that, try it up with a bit of wire. But I don't have the wire. I don't have all that. So I've got this one as well. But see how it's got buds on it? So to make that look more really interesting, I'm going to really just strip it back down again. And I'm going to take this one off. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can reshoot it. Be a fluke, eh? And let's pop it into the back a fraction more. But let's see if I can get it to get the flower on the side. But I'm not going to poke it in too high because of the stem, just so it's on the side. And then I'm just going to See if I can turn it a bit. Let's see how I go. Oh, yeah. See how they're very close in colour? That's no good. I won't do that. Let's take that back out again. Let's do it with the purple. Let's try my favourite colour. Cut. Side. Back again. Just trying to keep it all to the front. Now remember how I said to you, if the foam is not fully wet, it's hard to poke in. Now that was really tough because the foam was not fully wet. Now, it may not look really interesting, but just remember, it's your creation, nobody else's, and you are proud of what you achieved. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have a huge monster one here. It's a big, jolly big fat red one. Oh my goodness, I can't help myself. I have to put this one smack right in front. But I'm not going to do that because see how if I go all the way down, it's going to look way too big. So I'm just going to pop that into water on its own. Let's find another pretty colour one. Oh, no, now we are getting a bit bigger in them. Here we go. I've got another pretty red one. Let's pop a few reddies in round by the pinks. If it turns out that way. Oops. There we go, there's that. Now the only reason why it's losing balance is because I've got it on the edge of the foam. So let's keep on going, keep trying. Oh, just always remember folks, your creation, you do what you want to do with it. No, actually what I might do, no, I'll put that with the big one. Do I have another small one? Yeah, I've got a small one here. There goes another small one. Let's try. Oh, let's try. Oh, I think I've just broken it. Oops, doesn't matter. Now, just for the fun of it, let's get some greenery. Maybe just chop a bit off. And like before, strip, 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 strip. You just chuck it in, eh? It's nothing special. Nothing special. Just another one. Here we go. Another bit. Looks beautiful. Oh no, that wouldn't suit your hat at all, Doug. Here's we go. It's another one. It's nothing special. But at least it's something. It's not better than the first one, but at least I'm trying to give you some ideas what to do with them. So that's that one. That's just garbage. That's just a whatever. But the problem is now I'm going to have is what am I going to do with the big ones? And I'm going to put them into vases. The ones with the bulbs on them, like them, I'm going to pop that into a vase as well. See if I can get it going. Because my block is drying out, I can't use it now unless I wet it again. I'm not going to. I'm going to just make it a big normal vase one up. And I might use a few of my cut-offs. But, you know, this one is absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. But the problem is it's not going to fit in the block because of the bit thickness. Yeah, that's a nice one too. So I've got a white one. Sorry, Doug's being silly now. And I've got this one here. So I hope my amateur way of doing flowers did help you out in doing things. Always remember, just go out in your own backyard, your own front lawn, and just cut in greeneries. Doesn't matter what you use. It's always something different out there. But if you suffer with hay fever, same thing. But I'm not going to worry about it because I know I suffer, but my problem is I love flowers. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching Nettie's Down Under. I hope I showed you some of my crazy amateuring stuff and you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I shall catch up with you another day. Bye, everyone. Bye.